Squatchin Holler. Please like and subscribe.
And hit that bell.
Hey y'all, this is gonna be a short show. Hey, Misty, Clarko, Amanda's gonna be joining me here in a little bit. We've got some news. That's pretty exciting for us. I'm just doing it on the phone. She's eating spaghetti, and hey Blazer, she wouldn't get on the. Shut up, Hillary. Yeah. So I've got half battery. So there you go. We'll go till the battery runs out. Um, this wasn't planned. We've been working on something. Hey, Dev, Miss Sandra, Misty. Yeah, Amanda's eating spaghetti. She said she didn't want to get on the internet's eating spaghetti. I'm like, oh, come on, everybody, I love it. How y'all doing? We've got a show tomorrow night, Miss Barbara Shoop, and we've got one Saturday night with Mr. Dennis Carroll. Wednesday night, I'm gonna be on with Doug Highcheck. So. Um, The goodbyes are 45 minutes, right? Thank y'all for, hey, Henry, thank y'all for coming in. I don't know when she'll pop in here. I want to save the news till she gets here. But what are y'all doing? I know this is not a normal time. Hey, Richard. It's early for Sharon. Did I wake you up? Everybody's eating. Hillary, you always eating. Hey, Heather, what's going on? She's right behind that wall right there. So, um, oh crap. Were you driving down the road, Blazer? Stuff lock up on you? That's dangerous. Great Monday. Yeah, we oh no. I know how that is, Henry. You're welcome, Verax. We got we got some changes coming up. But the reason I wanted to tell y'all first, nothing's gonna change other than the reach of the audience. So oh no. I saw a drive shaft drop out from under a Monte Carlo one time. We were going into town. And I think I was in my '68 Plymouth. We were cruising along. It was an older Monte Carlo, probably in the '70s. And Hillary knows what it is. No, you don't. Shut up. And don't get mad at me for saying that. I'm just picking with you. Um, it was two or three cars up in front of us, but we were heading up a hill. And all of a sudden, I could see the back bumper over these other cars, and it went straight up in the air. And I thought it hit somebody and was about to flip. And what it was, the drive shaft dropped out from under it, and it drove the drive shaft into the ground, and then it folded up and it raised the car up almost on its nose, and then it kind of set over to the side and crashed. Uh, hmm. I only told a few people, Hiller, who you been talking to, and it wasn't 100%. You probably do know though. Uh, it so there's not going to be any changes to what we do. Okay, we're still going to be doing what we're doing. It's just how we're doing it's going to be different. Um, I will tell you this: sometime in the next. Hold on. Who's that? Where's your spaghetti? Can you hear me, Amanda? Hold on. Can you hear me?
Oh, can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
No? Dang it.
Misty, you went and told everybody. So here, I haven't told anything yet. I've told them we got big news, but first of all, we want to say we're not going to be changing what we're doing. It's just what we're doing is going to change. Uh, the reach of the show is going to become worldwide, basically. Where'd you go? Amanda looks tired. We've been in a long meeting. Um, we've had a couple long meetings in the past week. And hey, Lisa, Don, hey Don, I saw you comment the other night, last night, and I forgot you. I'm sorry. I did see you, and I was typing, and I get distracted, and went another way. So I appreciate you saying hi, Don. I just my mind's all over the place, especially at late at night when I pop into a show, and all the chat's going, and it's like it's crazy. Hold on, let me check and see what happened to her. But I want her to be here when we tell everybody. Hold on. Sure. Hold on. Yeah, I saw there she is.
There I am.
There you go. So
All right,
I
took
just
me going out, coming back. Okay, now I'm going to try to go out onto the porch. Hi,
all right.
everybody. You're coming to you live from inside my house.
Oh, that's cool. I'd fall down them steps, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Trying to go into the bathroom. So
Yeah. Totally random hobbit
Hillary just
tour.
sent me a message, and
I just saw it as well.
yeah, and she's right, but
She
Hillary,
is, yes.
Hillary is almost as smart as I am. I was just going to tell y'all that right now. But anyway, no, we pick with each other. We're the same age, and she's like a little sister. But so anyway, we've got 23 people in here. You want to tell them what we're about to do?
You want me to give the announcement?
I mean, so what we're doing, nothing's going to change. It's actually going to get better. The content is going to get better, and we're going to be on just about every platform there is. So if you guys listen to Spotify or iHeartRadio or whatever, any of those, you're going to be able to hear our lives. We're still going to be Thursdays at 7 most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our time slot. But we're going to be joining Untold Radio Network.
Yep.
Uh, and Mister, hold on, crap. Sorry, y'all.
You disappeared on us.
I did. I'm
You're
back.
back.
So we're moving to Untold, and we get the creative freedom. We keep everything. Um, we're Rumble. We're going to be on Rumble. We're going to be on uh just about everything. So
Yeah, he listed off like at least 20 different platforms,
right.
and having those resources to be able to spread the Squatchin Holler show to these different platforms besides just YouTube is going to be huge, because Roger and I had already been talking about some of that on the backside anyway. So now with their assistance, that's something that we will be able to do moving forward, is to be able to move the show to other platforms for, you can listen to it in your car, which you shouldn't be watching YouTube in your car anyway. That's bad. Don't do that. But
But
yeah, it's giving you different options, and it's going to be I'm super excited about the opportunities for growth that this could have.
yeah, and like, so a lot of people, you can turn your YouTube on and listen to it, but it's better on an app. I mean, it's better on a like Spotify or whatever.
Mhm.
You can ride down the road listening, and um, we've got a few things before the changeover that I just ordered a green screen. I sent y'all that picture, and they've been really gracious. I talked to Doug on the phone 2.5 hours the other day. We just had a long meeting. We've, as a group, Ashley included, we've had long meetings,
Mm,
talking it over, weighing the good and the bad, and it's really, there's way more positives.
agreed. Way more
Plus,
positives.
thank you, Varex. We're gonna keep the logo. We're gonna keep all that, and the intro song, of course, will be changed. But we're gonna use my Squatchin Holler song that Peyton wrote. So
Yes, that's
anyway,
exciting.
so it kind of goes with what we do. We'll do as soon as we can. We'll start, doing that. But I'm keeping Squatch and Holler, so I'll probably do away with the StreamYard, but we can go live and go on drives and stuff like we normally do. So I'm not abandoning any of that because
Hmm.
I love doing that. I mean, and I know people, like Sharon's on the other side of the planet. People love seeing the terrain, and I can do, um, I can do lives like this right here. Um, we we made sure, and it's no problem. We have a voice. We have control over it.
Hmm.
Uh, but anyway, this has been in the works for a couple weeks, and we didn't get way ahead, the horse before the cart. Maybe, and y'all
Hmm.
know me. I'm a talker, so I was like, um, I was like wanting to tell everybody, but I'm like, no, I might mess it up. But
Yeah.
anyway, that's the news, and I wanted y'all to hear it from us first.
Yep.
So
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that everybody who has been along with the on the ride for us, who has been a part of this with us, that y'all were the first to know.
yeah, and yeah, I mean it's I think it's going to be fun. We've got to work on the artwork and all that stuff, and that'll be a fun process. But we get
Hmm.
we get to say in it, and the meeting went well today. Uh, it's not a lot of difference other than professional help.
Hmm.
It will have support, tech support. You know, we there's so much I won't get into, but it hopefully it just makes everything better for all of us. Y'all, I mean, if y'all wasn't here watching and coming in and chatting and stuff, we wouldn't be doing this.
Hmm.
So we're not. I just want to let y'all know we're not abandoning y'all,
Mm-mm.
because if that
No.
was the case, we wouldn't have done this. So that's something we seriously we talked about, in the meetings with the Amanda and Ashley. So
Yeah, and Henry just brought up something good here in the comments. YouTube's been taking back
yes,
sub numbers and doing all kinds of dirty stuff, and yeah, that's one of the things too, and that will be nice for us to help the channel and the Squatch and Holler grow, is to have that backing of that team to be able to push it out to other platforms besides just YouTube, and giving us more opportunities for a bigger audience. We love
yeah.
all y'all as much as you've been a part of this, and the fact that we could spread it out some more, and as we're learning about all this subject matter, you guys can continue to learn, and more people can continue to learn with us.
Um, and you know, it's it was scary. I mean, but here's what here's who planted the seed. I have to give them credit. Vic Cundiff talked to us after the show when we interviewed him, and he told us about this huge channel he had, and overnight it got taken away by
Mm-hmm.
you know who, right? And he called them, and there's no answer, and he's yet to got an answer. Calling, emails, and all that stuff. He said it can be taken away from you
Mm-hmm.
overnight, and you can't do anything about it. So we were trying to figure out the best way to spread out, and you can do it. You can go and do the work yourself, and you can. But man, it's so much work, and they're professionals, and
Mm-hmm.
we do the show. We hit a button, and they do the rest of the work. And it would be cool to. It's funny. 2.5 years ago, I heard my first Bigfoot podcast, right? And I never, I never. One of my work daughter doesn't know. I don't talk to her much, but she's the reason that we're sitting here right now because we got permission to listen to podcasts at work, and I'm like, I don't know
We are.
what's going on, you know. And so she took. I got one of her AirBuds or AirPod, whatever, and we listened to some mystery podcasts. And man, it was cool. Made the day go by quicker. We would discuss who you think did it, who done it, who you think done it. So, uh, and then on the way home one day, of course, I had my phone and I got Spotify. I said, I wonder if they got Bigfoot podcasts. And this is where we end up.
So now look at you.
Yeah. So, you know, and, um, you know, thank y'all so much because I
Hmm.
mean, y'all do not realize when we have big guests on or people who have shows and then they see this chat rocking and rolling, it's impressive to them, you know. And y'all go to other shows and do it, and that's the best free support you can give, you know.
Hmm.
Um, but anyway, the thing is, there's a battle going on with certain platforms. I won't mention it, but y'all have already mentioned it in chat.
Hmm.
Yes, my numbers have. I have like I would do a short, and it'd run up to 1,200 views, and then I look back later and it's 875. I'm like, what's going on? My subscriber numbers will go back down, up, back down. Thank you, Catherine.
Yep.
Hillary. Yes, you're right. Pyro. Thank you, Blackie. Yeah, it's and you know, Doug is straightforward. Uh, and the compliments that he gave us today was like I was looking at Amanda's eyes. She don't have a poker face, y'all.
I don't. I can't.
But thanks, Danny. I mean, it's you know, Hillary, stop it. Hillary's she stirs the pot. She's funny.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And look, it's probably going to happen sometime the next couple weeks. I would say.
Hmm.
We'll go ahead and do our shows with Miss Shoot tomorrow, and then who we got Saturday?
We got Dennis Carroll on
Yes,
Saturday.
yes, and yes, exactly, Misty. Is where do those views go? You know, why do they take them away from you?
Hmm.
And it's something we like to do. No, it's something we love to do, and it's just going to give us more motivation, more.
Hmm.
It's going to be fun. We've had ideas. We've had ideas that stretches out months. We
Hmm.
just doing one a week. It takes a while. A lot of people that I know, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get you on eventually, you know. I talked to him about could he use some of our old shows and put them on the platforms. He said absolutely. So
Hmm. Yeah,
some of those,
that's going to be really awesome.
yes, absolutely. So that's going to be like some of the really good interviews we're proud of, and we're proud of all of them.
Hmm.
But there's some of them we can put on there, and y'all can re-listen to them or whatever. So, but that's will there be mods? I think so. Uh, and that's one
Yeah, I
thing I
thought
asked
about that
about.
question afterwards, so that's something we can get more details on.
Right, and what Amanda can tell you. One of my questions was, what about these people we blocked from our channel? Because we're going to be on their channel. There's
Yeah.
like 14,000 subscribers on there, and that's just the YouTube part. I said, now look, I've got some mannequin vouch for this. I said, look, I've had people come on, drinking a little bit, whatever, make advances towards people in the chat, talking about the girls. I said, I'm not doing that. That was kind of a deal breaker moment. Like, like if somebody comes in and they're acting like that, do what you got to do.
Yeah,
So,
being a girl in the cryptid community can make some of the weirdos come out of the woodwork, that's for sure.
hey, Misty, thanks for being. I know, Misty, you're always cooking. I don't know how JR is not like 800 pounds, but
Have to invite us over for dinner one night.
right, yep.
I'll bring
Oh,
some cornbread.
Well, she'll go out in the yard and gather. She'll have yard salads, and you'll be eating all kind of stuff. Yes, yes, ma'am, Sharon. Absolutely. I'm not. Um there are lines, and because I have watched their show last night, and I saw one that has been banned from several shows, and I asked them, and they like gave permission, like, you know, go ahead, poke salad, yeah,
Yeah,
we
say poke salad. That's not what I was figured it was.
yard salads are good. So we're excited. I know it's not for everybody, but right now where we're at, we're looking at growing this,
Mm-hmm.
because we're doing it to learn. We're doing it to get the truth out.
Yep.
So Ashley's part of the team also, and with three people and research and all that, it'll make for better shows also,
Mm-hmm.
more information, better information. So, and the connections, like, it makes you more legit. Like if you call somebody or send them an email and ask them to be on the show. I haven't had much of an issue. I've had a few that didn't know who we were and said, well, maybe some other time,
Mm-hmm.
maybe this will give us more. uh I don't know what you call it,
More
actually.
street cred. That
More
was the
street
first
cred.
word that
That's
came to mind.
That's perfect. So that's the news, everybody. We're doing a short show. Join us tomorrow night with Miss Barbara Shoop. She's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be on. You've seen her on Flash of Beauty, where she's a one that has seen the orbs, and she gave me some information on what type of orb that I might have captured. Yeah, I think Roger. Yeah. Wait a minute, I'm gonna gotta go up and see what happened. Danny, exposure, perfect. That's right. That's what
Yeah.
we're looking for. More visibility, William, perfect. See, that's why we like y'all. Um, but anyway, thank y'all.
Yes.
I
Thank you
didn't
guys so much for being along for the ride with us.
when and Doug the other day he was like, how long have you been doing your show? And I'm like, well, probably a couple years, right at a couple years maybe, and whatever. And I was like, I did not think that I'd be talking to the producer of Monster Quest around the 2 year mark for
No
sure.
joke.
So y'all, we're excited, and we're excited that you know they're giving us a chance. So
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Yeah.
thank
Apparently, I'm just speaking for you, Roger. He said that he saw something in us that he liked, and like I said, it's somebody who grew up listening to or watching, Monster Quest and Sasquatch Legend Meets Science and other things that, he and his company has been involved in, that they saw something in little old us. It was very humbling, and it made me
yeah.
for putting myself out there on the internet, and it's grown and blew up into something. Not trying to toot my own horn, but it made me feel good. All right.
Well, ain't you glad you made that TikTok? And
Yeah, I
and
guess
and here,
so.
I don't
Right.
know
I'm glad
why.
I made the plunge.
I don't even know why I made the TikTok. Actually, I didn't even know how to use it, but it things happen for a reason.
Exactly.
Ashley, I saw her face when I won't say exactly what he said, but it was awesome. So it's
Hmm.
and, we could have waited a few days, but I didn't want to go on Doug's show Wednesday and him mention it and y'all didn't know. Okay,
Yeah.
that's why we're talking to y'all now, Roger. No, I got to be. What did I say it was? Roger the Bigfoot dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Roger the Bigfoot dude.
yeah. And but y'all, yeah, y'all can listen to it at work or in the car or whatever now, and we're excited, and I gotta tell some people that we accepted the offer, and it took us a few days to kind of work through it or whatever, but anyway.
Hmm.
Well, so like I said, it's still gonna be us, no change. It's gonna be spit polished a little bit and a little more professional, and that's not as important to me as the content and the chat family. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna make sure that all of that stayed the same. And Squatchin Holler is always gonna be based out of Cornersville, Tennessee, and we're looking forward to it.
Yep, I'm excited, like very excited.
Ashley's not even on. She's probably driving down the road right now. But
Yeah,
so
she's taking care of some family stuff, so she's
all right.
she's just as excited as we are.
All right. Well, y'all join us tomorrow night and Saturday night also. It'll probably be the regular show. And then
Mm,
I would say after that, I've got something coming in. My green screen's coming in Friday. So we've got to do a few things and get ready for it. So, and they
yeah.
do stuff. So anyway, anything else, Amanda, before we go?
Not anything else that I can think of. You're starting to break up real bad, but I don't know if that's you or if that's me. And just again, thanks everybody for coming along.
Yep. All right. Yeah, there was a little interference right there. There were a lot of interference. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks for the night. I'm glad that because I was really worried about that. I mean, when you make a big change like that, I just want y'all to know we're still going to be blessed. So, all right, you ready to go?
Yeah, now I can hear you, but yeah, we'll see y'all
Now,
tomorrow night.
Go finish your spaghetti. I know, Hillary. I'm talking in tongues. All right, talk to y'all later.
All right, bye y'all.
Bye, y'all.